What is going on, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love to Astro Phoenix, flying into the moment yet again and radiating love as always. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the moon in Leo. The moon slipped into Leo yesterday evening, will be there for the duration of today and for the duration of tomorrow. Moon in Leo, whenever I see this transit, I like to think of the person that wants to be in the limelight, but that's the person that secretly wants to be in the limelight. They may not be in the limelight, but they secretly want to be there because that's where their soul really feels comfortable, is expressing themselves, showing that light, showing that passion, really kind of being the life of the party, right? The center of attention, if you will. Because Leo loves to be the center of attention. We have the moon here. So we need to look at, of course, the ruler of Leo to see how we're going to be reacting, responding most likely. Sun is in Gemini, as well as Mercury, as well as Venus retrograde, and of course the North Node is here. So, it's interesting. We're going to be looking to really find who we are and our uniqueness, but since we're going to be looking and dealing with other people and our many mirrors, it's going to be a very odd kind of transit. I think it can certainly be passionate. I think it could certainly be a good time to engage with any type of creative projects or stuff like that. But we're going to be it's almost sort of like finding the needle in the haystack, or maybe the hay in the needle stack, if you will. I say that mainly because, we do have these aspects over the Chiron, but it's a trine. So trines bring harmony. So this moon, like I said, it's going to be trining over the Chiron, but it's also going to be squaring Uranus and Taurus. We're trying to find who we are in these times. We're in a time right now, of course, where a lot of people have isolated themselves, or they're realizing that the isolation that they see in the physical external reality actually represents the fact that they already felt isolated within. I think a lot of people are dealing with this right now. I think a lot of people have already felt isolated before this even happened. They've been wanting to find their tribe. They've been wanting to meet people like them. They've been wanting to meet people that remind them of who they are. They've been wanting to meet people that encourage them, motivate them, inspire them. But they've kind of been just ticking along, and they haven't really felt the passion to just like wake up every day and just go for it, So that's the thing about this energy. I think this moon in Leo is going to kind of kick a lot of people in the butt as far as like, yo, what is it that really just puts a smile on your face and just kind of just like sparks, just lights a fire under your ass? I really kind of feel like that's really what this is going to be about. I think it can be a time to, like I said, appreciate, celebrate our uniqueness, celebrate our passion, celebrate love for love's sake alone, because that's what Leo does. It just celebrates love for love's sake alone. But the thing is that a lot of people, probably everybody to some degree, the mirror is being held up in their face and they're seeing parts of themselves and their reality that they may not be so super fond about. But this isn't really a time to just get down and depressive about it. We don't really have any Cancer energy. We have some Pisces energy. We don't have any Scorpio energy. So yes, we can fall for these illusions still, or we can continue to act in those ways, or we can do something different. It takes some inspired action. Mars doesn't like to be in Pisces, mind you, and the Sun, of course, it's going to make a quincunx over this energy. But if we're just going to be looking at that watery kind of energy, and as far as like those emotions, we can feel a certain way about it, right? We can still stay in our illusions and stuff like that. We can still feel trapped. We got to remember that Pisces energy, while it can represent spirituality and freedom, it also simultaneously rules prisons. So have we been keeping ourselves inside of a prison or a prism, and what kind of light are we shining through that prism, or what kind of action are we shining through that prism, that conduit, so when it comes out the other end, it creates the life that we see before us. We got to be aware and conscious of what we're kind of shining through this prism. So are you shining via your actions, your words, or just whatever it is? Are you shining into this prism, and then the results of your life, what are you putting in there? What seeds are you planting? Because that's very, very important. It's very, very important to know what seeds we're planting right now. As I've said, we're getting closer and closer to this eclipse season. We're sort of like in the pre-eclipse season, if you will. Next time that the moon's in a fire sign, we're going to be getting that full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, and then our beliefs are really going to be challenged. Right now, this is about kind of going within and really kind of running things by our heart again, running things by our spirit, and really asking ourselves, what is it that lights my soul on fire? What is it that lights my soul on fire? If you can answer that, even just a little bit, then you're on the right track. I love you all so much. Y'all take care, stay blessed. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. I will be back when the moon goes into Virgo. I'm actually going to be on vacation when the moon goes into Virgo, so it's going to be kind of interesting because Virgo's my midhaven, so I'm supposed to be like working during that time, but it's all good. Anyways, I love you all so much. Y'all take care, stay blessed, and I will see you all on the next video. Peace.